and welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer, and today we are taking part in Pass It On. This is a video series by a whole bunch of creators. DJ Goham has been previously, Trucker Maxi went before me, and it's his mess we're going to be cleaning up today. Farmer Cops following on, 4B Gaming, and this was designed by Tony Myth, who went first. So I'll put a link to hopefully a playlist of all of this series up the top for you to have a look at. But yeah, so we are the fourth person, or the fourth set in this set to have a go. And the idea is basically we get to play around on this nice multiplayer server provided by the wonderful people at G-Portal, who we basically get to pass it on for the next set of players. Now, I've come down to here in this 7R, which was purchased last time by Truckermatzi for us. We are gonna clear up their mess today, and I'm gonna need to do that with a piece of kit. So we need a bale stacker. We want to grab, where is it? There's somewhere up here. There we go. Transports, that's what I'm looking for. So easiest way for me to clear this up, I could get a front loader and do it that way, but to be honest, this I think we need to grab. We also need to get some money in, so we're gonna have to try and sell a few bits today as well. So let's start off with grabbing this. This is going to be 50,000. I am going to lease it because I want to keep our money down at the moment. And this is just really going to be so we can clear things up. Now, my ultimate plan on here, and we're going to be doing a few months worth of work on here, is going to be to try and make a cake. It was my birthday this week, and I really want to have a cake, so that's what we're going to do. He set us up last time with some cows, and so we've got some milk started, so we're going to need to put in a dairy and start producing some butter. We're also going to have to do some sugar beet, or I've got a better idea. We might do a crop that isn't very often done, and maybe do a bit of sugar cane. We'll have to borrow equipment to do that as well, but yeah, I think a field of sugar cane would be quite nice, and we can leave that for Farmer Cop, who is coming after us. We've got several nice bits and pieces that have been added in here, and yeah, we got lots of stuff that we want to do. I'm gonna have a clean up around the yard a little bit as well. But yeah, look at all these bales, all of these bales around here. Now there's enough feed sitting there for our cows at the moment. They are fairly well off. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is see if the silage bales on here. This is a proper mix of bales he's left me. See if these silage bales here are sellable, because we can make quite a bit of cash from silage. That just says round bale. What are these? These are actual silage bales. Fantastic. Right, let's get these silage bales collected up then, and we'll see if we can make some money off those. And get ourselves a little bit back up, so we can start getting some productions in here, and start making a little bit of cash. I think this is the last silage bale. Yep, we've got 11 here then. Best place for us to sell silage at the moment. 223 at the farmer's market. So we will tag that and we'll head up there. I think all the collectibles have been picked up on this series. All the, yeah, I think the loan is pretty much maxed out. There's not a huge amount that we can do to raise money other than do this. So we are going to be using the grass field fairly extensively to try and earn us some cash. That was pitiful. That was 8,000 for those bales. But back down at the field, what are these? These are hay bales, aren't they? Yeah, they are hay bales. So we've got a lot of hay on here. Yeah, doing this cleanup first is a little bit of a pain, but we're gonna have it done pretty fast. Now, is there anything actually in our fermentation silo at the moment? Let's have a look. A lot of silage. It's got a lot of silage, and it's got a lot of digestate. So we want to sell all of that actually today. Yeah, this will take pretty much everything, but I want to replace this with this. 30,000 for this will allow me to make a fair whack of money. Just finding somewhere to put this. We can remove this shed. Yes, we can put that there. We can put that there very easily. So I need somewhere. I need to find somewhere now to put bales that isn't there. I have an idea. I think maybe down the side of this. Here we go. There's some space here. We'll stick them here. Right. With those out the way, then let's spin around here. And what I want to do then is we want to have the output on that road there. Probably going to have some tree in. But there. Perfect. And now we can create a whole raft of farm production stuff on here, which is absolutely fantastic. So we make electricity that we can automatically sell off this. I think that's perfect. I realized I already have a forage wagon on here. I won't need to hire one. That's fantastic. Right, these last remaining bales off this field, we are going to use these as a test. So let's open this up, see if it will take these. I'm hoping it will. Back they go. And unload them. Yes, it will. Fantastic. So we can get all the straw in here now as well. We'll add a bit of the grass in there in a bit too, and that will sort out all of our cow feeding. Full trailer and only 2 straw bales left. So we'll break up one with this manure fork. Will this not take? This should take straw. This does take straw. No, it is taking straw. Interestingly, it just hasn't taken them off the front. So I can load them back up onto this trailer and unload them. But yeah, it didn't take the 2 straw bales I had on the front. Interestingly, I think I've cleared up all of the bales around here. Thank you, Trucker Matsy. We're all cleared up. So let's just bring this around here. Unload these, and I think we can return this. First thing I am looking to return, though, let's have a look through our vehicles. So we are going to return the fast bale. We don't need that, so that can go. I don't think we need this either. We're going to return that as well. I think the mower we've got automatically rows things up. Anything we don't need this anymore either. So we'll return that. Kronbig M. John Deere. Yeah. And that, I think, has got everything. Oh, we could probably return this as well once we've emptied it. There we go. And we'll return that as well. Perfect. Right, so with that all returned, I can start looking at getting these fields altered. Gonna slot the combine down the side of the big red barn here. That'll nicely be out of the way there, and means that we can get back to the field. I'm wondering, can our little John Deere over here, will that handle the cultivator? So the 3650, that has a horsepower of 116, and the John Deere 110. Perfect. Yeah, this can go and do the cultivating. We'll start cultivating the 3 fields in the middle. And this should very easily be able to go around this field. So, yeah. 4 headlands. Okay, away you go. And we'll use the helpers a little bit here to get things going. Next up, then, we're going to get the big M going. It's got that giant grass field, and we want to make a whole load of money, so we might as well go and make some silage. Should be able to set this to swath. We'll open it up. It doesn't, it's not showing at the moment, but yeah, let's unfold the mower as we head down here. Yeah, work mode, swath dropping. Yeah, that's what we want. So into here. I'll get it on a nice straight bit. Yeah, that will do it. So that can head off and do some work there. Just gonna check this drops some swaths. Actually, I can't see from in here. Yeah, nice big swath, so that's perfect. Looks like the mower has just finished. Fantastic. So, yeah, we want to get all this grass collected up now. So, onto here. Start this up, drop that down. And start collecting this up. So, we'll get this all collected. Then we'll get this into our farm production. And get this working to make other things. I'm going to set a couple of things to auto sell, I think. We've got electricity and we've got methane and we've got diesel actually that will come out of this. So, oh no, actually diesel doesn't come out of this, but yeah, methane and electricity, we generate both of those. So we'll automatically sell those. Now that I got my first load of straw in, let's see what we can make. So we want to make, well, we've got a lot of hay already. What can we make with hay in here? So we can make digestate from silage. We can make electric charge from methane. We also get lime from stones. Digestate will make liquid fertilizer. What do I want? I want, oh, we can make seeds from here as well. This basically replaces all the stuff everybody else has put on this map. So we are going to activate the grass creation. We are, oh wow, we can make it from hay as well. I don't need to at the moment. So I'm going to make a silage in here. And oh, wow, we can make TMR straight up from hay. I know, hay, silage, yeah. So we'll activate that as well and make TMR and just mix all the TMR we need for the cows. And then our trailer over there, that will just be to transport the TMR basically and feed the cows. And yeah, that's what our farm production will do for us. Cultivator's finished its task. Let's move that on to the next field then. We can just pop across and do that. And then get that started on there. And this is the last of the grass into here. And get that done. Right. So with that complete, we can create pretty much everything. So the seed master takes liquid fertilizer and wheat and produces seeds. The fermentation silo basic, that basically takes stuff in and ferments it. And then the farm production, that does all of that, plus quite a bit more. So, yeah, I think that we could potentially sell both of these. I don't know how much either of them is worth, but I'm going to keep them going for now. There we are. And we'll go and put this trailer away now. And, oh yeah, that trailer there looks like it's in the way, so we need to move that out of the way. Will this fit in this side of the shed here? I don't know. It might. We then need to start seeding some stuff. We're going to seed some wheat, I think. Yeah, we'll seed some wheat. We'll seed some canola. And I think I might seed some sugar beet. So we'll back this up. And connect that. Refill it. Got oats at the moment. Let's switch that over to wheat. There we go. All right. And we'll get this seeded in this field over here. And again, I'm going to set a hired worker doing this one. And the reason I'm going to set a hired worker doing this one is because we want to start developing our production area over here. So let's go and find the bits we want. We are after a sugar mill. That would be quite useful. So that tips out the front there and produces out the side. Okay. So I think that could go there. So that is going to be... Wow. Overlap. Oh, we've got... Right, we need to sort this area out first. So I'm going to start by just flattening it out. Not really much to flatten out around here, but there we go. And then I want to paint it with this. As you can see where it doesn't want to actually do stuff because it's the paint is all sort of funny. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, there we are. Right, that's our area. Let's spin that rack round. Okay, so now I can put this here without too much trouble. Let's go with productions. Right down to the bottom because all of the other stuff is too expensive. So 36,000 for our sugar mill. You know what? I'm tempted to put that in this corner over. Oh, we need to have easy access. Yeah, okay. We'll put that there like that. We're going to need a flour mill and a bakery as well. Sawmill, oil mill, grape processing, grain mill. So that will produce our flour. So similar to that. I'm going to put that way around so those two can face each other like that. There we go. We're down to 6,000. I am going to have to borrow money, or I am going to have to sell those other two buildings. How much? 18,000 for that, which is not enough. And 7,000. Yeah, neither of those are enough. So we are going to have to borrow some money. Now, I have a horrible feeling that Matsy maxed out the loan on here last time. Finances. No, we can borrow more. We can borrow more money. Fantastic. Right. So we're going to need at least another 70,000 on here. So that should do it. So grain mill. Grain mill is going to go in the corner over here. So like that. And then we also need a bakery. Oh, we need a dairy too. So dairy will have to go in here like this. Like so. And then the last one we need is a bakery. There we are. And that will have to go over here. And we're going to need a little bit more cash for that as well. There we are. And build me a bakery. And put that in. Ooh. Over here like B and there. Right, so nice little production area now. We've got a bakery over here. We've got it's over here. We still need to, there's one other thing we're gonna need. We're gonna need to borrow a little bit more money. Not a massive amount, and we're gonna need to put in a greenhouse as well. So we'll borrow another 5,000. And yeah, borrow 5,000. And we will then put in a small greenhouse. Factory selling points greenhouses. So I only need 13,000 to put in a small greenhouse, and that can go somewhere around here as well. Am I standing exactly where I want to put the greenhouse? Pretty much. Yeah. So greenhouse then will go on the end here. There should be perfect. So B and there. Right. There we are. So greenhouse here. That needs water. We've got a sugar mill here. So this will take sugar beet, cut sugar beet, and sugar cane. This here will, yeah. Okay, good. I think we're good. Right. That is our production area all built, ready for us to get with the cake baking. I think I'm going to need a trailer to start transporting water and milk as well. And also, I could really do with another tractor, because now both my tractors are taken up doing the farming, and I don't have anything to use. One thing I am going to need is to lease one of these, I think. We don't have one at the moment. Let's just double check. No, we don't have anything. So we need to transport milk and water. So this will be perfect. So I'm going to lease that. Yes. Okay. That should be fine. And then when this tractor comes free in a moment, we'll go and use this to go and collect that up and start moving stuff about. So this tractor's coming to the end of this field, which is perfect. Right, and we're just going to come across here and disconnect that. Oh, make sure I've got the actual cultivator selected, and then that's right. And we'll go and get that tanker and see if we can't move the milk across. Here it is, our nice shiny trailer down at the shop. Let's hook this up and get this back. I think I'm going to need to distribute the milk between dairy and the bakery, if I remember correctly. Hopefully, the milk loading point is down the side here. Oh, God. Right. Let's see if we can refill this. Buffalo milk, no. Milk, 10,000 litres. Perfect. We're going to have at least a full trailer worth then. And come out the other side here. That wasn't too bad. At least I didn't have to back the dolly trailer out. So we want to put 4,000 litres of milk into the dairy, 4,000 litres into the oh god, into the bakery. I am gonna have to reverse the dolly. Think I've got it. I don't know where I'm dumping milk. I want to dump milk in here. Right. Let's dump 4,000 litres of milk in the dairy then. And bang. And then come forward here. We should be able to put 4,000 litres of milk into the bakery. Does the bakery not take milk? Oh, it takes bottled milk. Oh, fantastic. Right, that means all the milk's got to go into the dairy to be bottled before we got to both make butter and bottled milk out of it. And that dairy is famously slow. Okay, so rest of the milk into the dairy, and we'll get that started then, producing both bottled milk. So we want bottled milk, and we want butter, And we will change the output mode to distributing and to distributing, so that all of that goes straight over to the bakery. And the rest of the milk today, we're going to load it all up and we'll go and sell it, make a little bit of money. Where is the best sell point for milk? The milk is, oh, at the dairy. The further dairy is where we're going to have to sell it. My dairy actually sells it better, but we'll have to go and sell it at the other dairy, which is, oh wow, 2 kilometers away. I think what we might have to do is leave this trailer here and wait until we have a full trailer. Because going 2 kilometers like that, I'd rather go and rent a little water bowser rather than try and empty this all out. So let's do that instead. Well, I said the dairy was 2 kilometers away. It's not. It's around the back of the shop. So I could have just gone and sold that there. Not a huge issue. But yeah, it is just sitting around the shop there. Never used a dairy on this map. Let's get ourselves a water bowser. And 17,000. At least that. That is, yeah, not expensive. Fine. Perfect. Yeah, all the stuff that I stopped leasing earlier, I'm now leasing stuff to get things moving. Right, back this up. Grab that. And now we can get water moved about the farm. Free water tower. And this will get our do you know what, this will get our little a little greenhouse started really nicely. And producing some strawberries that we can then automatically get distributed. I don't know actually if I can distribute from a warehouse. Oh, sorry, from a greenhouse. So we'll have to see. But yeah, with any luck, that will work fine. Have we got anything in storage? Oh, we got 25,000 litres of oats. Now those will go into our grain mill. Why have I got 2 grain mills? That will go into my grain mill and make flour. Did I put 2 grain mills in? I put 2 grain mills in like an idiot. So let's get rid of one of those before, yeah, that one can go. Sell that, 18,000. I overspent on the grain mills. Right, that's got water in it. So we can start making strawberries. And we can change the output mode to distributing. Perfect. Right. And, yeah. Oh, can't believe I bought 2 grain mills. Never mind. Sold one of them now. We can go and get... We're going to put the oats in and start making flour from the oats. Meanwhile, the planter is finished, so we'll move that over as well. Got plenty of seed left in here. What else can we plant with this? So we can plant wheat, barley, oats, canola, long grain rice, oilseed radish, grass, peas, spinach. So I am going to put in... Actually, I'm not. I'm going to get this tractor on the cultivator. And we'll cultivate this last field. So I want to put some canola in and maybe make some diesel with the canola. Right, so you kick that off. Now I'm going to get the oats into the flour mill. And we'll get that done. But that's quite good. That means we don't necessarily have to worry about harvesting any wheat today. What I can do is just concentrate on doing something that will get me some sugar in. And in go the oats. Right. And looking at that, oat flour, activate and change output mode to distributing. Perfect. Right, we'll put the rest of the oats in here. and get them processing as well. I think I've got all of the oats in there now. Or actually, I think there might be a few left. Just, how we got? Oats. Yeah, 23,000 liters in there. We are already producing some flour. How's our bakery looking? So bakery, we've got no butter in there yet. We've got no flour in there yet. Hoping it's all going to get passed over to there as it's needed. So yeah, that's all good. Any oats in the store? Yeah, 1,403 liters. I think that's okay. We can leave that as is. So now I have a choice to make. How are we going to make sugar? Are we going to use sugarcane or are we going to use sugar beet? So sugarcane planter, 54,000 for the planter, and a harvester is 304. Is that the only sugarcane plant? Wow. Beet harvesters are way more expensive. So, yeah. Actually, our best bet is going to be sugarcane. What's it take to plant with this? 190 horsepower. So I am going to have to use the other tractor. So let's bring this up. We will lease that. Yes. Okay. And yeah, we'll go and switch tractors so that we can get the sugarcane planter onto the more powerful one. So can I now get well, can I put, I think I can only put sugarcane into this. So we're gonna need to buy some of that. 2,000 liters. How much does that hold? 4,000. Okay, so we're gonna need 3 pallets just to get us started. Okay, buy. Yes. Okay. I'm hoping that is gonna be enough to do a single field. We will find out soon enough. Back that up. Yeah. There goes one. There goes second. And yeah, it's going to be 2.5 basically. So if we have to refill. Oh no, it's not. Oh wow, it takes 2. Okay, fine. And let's. I don't know if I have any solid fertilizer back at the farm. I think I do. So we'll head back and I think we put some solid fertilizer in with this as well. So what's that? Is that... Oh, that's lime. Oh, there is some solid fertilizer there, though. Don't know how much. Let's see. Is it going to be enough? It's 384 liters. I don't think we have... We might be able to create solid fertilizer over here. I don't know. Methane, electric charge, active. Yeah, let's see if we can create solid fertilizer. We can create liquid fertilizer, but no solid fertilizer. It's the one thing that we can't create from our farm production. Seedmaster can't do it either, and neither can the fertilizer. Yeah. Okay, so I will have to buy some if I want to do more solid fertilizing on here. We'll take the smallest field, which happens to be the middle field, unfortunately. And, yes. Okay. Look at the width on this. That is, oh, God, this is going to take forever. This is actually going a little bit faster than I'd expected. It is quite a lot of rows, though, and I'm glad I went for the smallest field to do this in. Even if it does mean I'm splitting the other two. But we should be able to get this done and in and get a harvest of sugarcane with any luck. I'm going to put this onto a hired worker now because I want to finish off this field myself. The hired worker on here has been acting a little bit funny, so I'm hoping I can just finish off these last couple of rows and then go and get the seeder on here We'll get canola in this field so that, as I said, we can create some diesel. We will get other field. The sugarcane hopefully will finish off fairly quickly, so long as we don't need to go and get some fertilizer. That's the only thing that could really stop that at the moment. I think this tractor might be a little bit underpowered for this job, but yeah, we're doing all right. We're moving forward with it. Seed has run out of sugarcane, so we're going to load it up, or the last pallet up. I've hired an electric forklift here and a tuk-tuk, so we should be able to hopefully get this back to the shop with that, or back to the farm with that. I hope. Oh, we'll see. It should take at least one pallet. Let's see. Ooh, bring that into here. Try and get it to line up. Come on, you'll take one. You'll take one pallet, won't you? Yeah, you will. Perfect. So that into there. We'll park this up here, and that way if Barbacop wants to use this, he can to load stuff up. I'm going to strap this down and get this back to the farm so that we can refill our sugarcane. Right, bring this up here. Hopefully you should be able to just go and refill. Yeah, there we are. 2,000 litres in. Hired worker restarted. And get out of the way. And this is the last row of the canola being planted. That will finish this job off. Now, I want to run a weeder over all of over everything that we planted today. That will allow us to get any weeds gone before they even get a chance to start. The one problem I've still got is that, look at that, it is still going. We've still got quite a bit of that to be planted. Let's park this in the middle, and I don't think this tractor is capable of pulling the weeder. Let's have a look. Weeder? What have we got? I think it's the Protico Road Care 160, and this tractor has not got 160 horsepower. Yeah, we need the much more powerful 7R at 305 horsepower. We ran out of sugarcane again, so we're going to need some more. All right, let's grab another one of those. Buy that. Yes. Okay. Right. If I can position this in such a way that we just lift it straight onto it. Up, forwards, down, and on. Yeah, nice and easy. It's in. It's in. Back up to the field again. Jump in. Refill that. Then, as soon as that's done, we can set this off again. I think this should be enough to get this field finished. Solid fertilizer, it's using hardly anything. Final row of sugarcane finally goes in. And the hired worker is done. So we can take over, get this out of the way. So I've got one more thing to do before we jump forward and do a harvest. And that is to go and just throw a weeder over all of these fields. So unload all of that. That off. And yeah, I've got to use this tractor to do it. That should not take very long. We've thankfully got the large hoe on here. And we can just go across all these fields. And then we're going to move forwards and get some, at least, of this sugarcane harvested. I might leave the rest to Farmercop. That is just about all 3 fields weeded. Just one more row to go. Yep. And there we are. So with that all done, I think we'll move across and see if we can get some of the sugarcane harvested and get the cakes being made, which would be a great way to finish off. Move forward a couple of months and the cows need some feed. Thankfully, we should have now a fair amount of TMR sitting in the silo. If not, then we do have other options in that we've got a lot of hay and a lot of silage kicking about other places as well. But we should have some pre-mixed TMR in here, which is why we set this up. Bring it round. Oh, no, it's not this side. It's round this side here. Over here. Crops are looking good, though. Those are coming up nicely. Refill this. TMR. Oh, we've got 200,000 litres of TMR. Fantastic. Right, and we'll get all this emptied out into here, and that means the cow should keep going for a while. I forgot the eggs. We need chickens. We've got to have eggs in order to actually make a cake. So, animals. Eat chickens. Right, I think right by our house here, we could put in a little chicken hutch. Or actually, in the middle of the farm, about here-ish, maybe. Yeah, there would be perfect. Let's just swap around. I can't believe I forgot the chickens. That is awful. Let's go down there then. And we'll just get some. They should, if we can put some grain in here, produce. Let's get 30. Yeah. It's inexpensive. We just need a tractor and trailer to fill the, to give them some wheat. Thankfully, I think we have a little bit of wheat in here. 500 litres. That really isn't much. Be enough to get them started, but yeah, not much more than that. Cannot believe I forgot the eggs. Let's just back this up into here and get this unloaded. At least some wheat is going to be available for harvest this year, so that will get the chickens going further. Right, and then yeah, let's move on again. How much does that give the chickens? A little bit. Hopefully that'll be enough to last until we can harvest. Sugarcane is finally ready to harvest, but we're minus 32,000. So we are going to have to borrow a whole lump of cash to get us back in the red. And no, can I not borrow anymore? I can't repay anything. Let's try that again. No, it won't let me borrow anything more. So, I can't leave this like this. We are going to have to do something about it. How much milk do we have? We've got a whopping milk. 19,000 litres. So, yeah, we are going to have to go and transport that to the dairy and sell it. And hopefully bring in a decent amount of cash. Because at the moment, I can't afford to get the harvester for the sugarcane. I'm hoping that 8,000 litres of milk is going to be worth a good whack of money. Let's see. It is 9,872. We might yet get enough for this harvester. Second load of milk sold, and that might be enough actually to get the harvester. So let's have a quick look and see how much that's going to require. We come into here. Is that going to be enough? Sugarcane harvester, and not with the trailer hitch. Lease it. Yes, it is. 17,000. Perfect. Right. I want to set this heading back to the farm then. So you set destination. I want you to go to about here-ish. And we'll get the harvester back and get things started. So let's bring the harvester over here. We will unfold it. Which way does it want to put the spout? It doesn't really know at the moment. So I'm just going to start it up. Bring it to here. And then we'll put a hired worker on. Meanwhile, we'll go and grab the tractor and trailer. And we can start to get this loaded up and get the final ingredients in for the cakes. And away we go. I think this trailer might fill up quite fast. I don't know, actually. That is not doing too bad. First trailer of sugarcane is out. Perfect. We have everything we need to make a cake, I think. I don't know how much sugarcane will actually fit in this sugar processing plant. I'm thinking not a huge amount, which even the small field we have is going to be quite a lot for it. We'll have a quick look. Backs up. And tip it. There we go. That should be going in. Or not. Not. I think we overshot. Yeah, there we go. Tip it there. Right, let's have a look. So sugarcane. I'll take 36,000 litres of sugarcane. That's fine. Activate. Change output mode to distributing. And then in here, we just need the sugar and the eggs. And the eggs we'll have in no time. Can I lift up such a small pallet of eggs? No. No, I can't. I'm going to have to push them over there. I don't... Oh, no, I know what I can do. I'm hoping I can pick it up with the manure fork. Perfect. Right, seeing as we can do that, let's go put these into the bakery and get the cakes started. Only 434 litres of eggs, but that should be enough to get this going. Yeah, there we go. And let's start on the cakes. We are making cake. So there we go. We are making cake, and the sugarcane is all set up to be harvested. I think at this point I am going to pass it on to FarmerCop. I'm really sorry to leave you with all of this sugarcane FC. Yeah, I have simply run out of time. And with that, I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Huge thank you as well to all of my patrons and channel members. These videos are only made possible thanks to your support. If you want more from Virtual Farmer, please check out the videos on screen now or subscribe for more. And I will see you next time.